bend the rules or break them motherfuckers to survive these days. Do not let people tell you that there's this correct way to live anymore. There's not. This economy has consistently shown us that it is going to continue to fail its citizens, because how the fuck is poverty and homelessness and starvation and all this shit not handled, and y'all got all these billions? This is a question that all of the greats keep on asking. So I want you to really take a look at your life. Take a look at how you would handle things if you had life-changing money. Now, times 100, and that's how much money this world has continuously circulating. And instead of funding, helping the people, it wants to continue to buy other shit that's not even fleshly. It wants to help everything else but the people that's keeping this shit afloat. So as they disregard your life, you need to disregard morals. You need to disregard giving a fuck about these billionaire corporations. You need to disregard how these rich families don't give a fuck about you and don't give a fuck about them and break their rules. Bend them. If you don't want to go to jail, bend them a little bit. But if you completely don't give a fuck, say fuck the rules and create your own world. Fuck a status, fuck a high value man, fuck a high value woman, fuck quality, fuck all that, because all of this shit is a scam. You have to.
Some of you may not like this, some of you may not even agree with this, but I love the fact that Donald J. Trump got elected into office. I love the fact that Donald Trump got into office and actually showed everybody exactly how America works, right? The rules never existed, really, right? See, here's the thing. What the elites did, what the political class did, is they told you to follow the rules. They told you to never break any rules. They told you, hey, you gotta follow this. Hey, you gotta take this pathway. Hey, you gotta go to school. Hey, make sure you do this. They told you all of these things while they went the opposite way, right? And I love the fact that Donald Trump is exposing exactly how America always worked. America always worked as rules for thee and not for me. And some people are waking up to this, I guess you can say, unfortunate fact. I guess you can say that. But this is how the world actually works in the first place. And now more than ever, you're not going to be able to get ahead if you're still following the everyday Joe Smo course, right? You still have people, right? You still have people telling young people to follow these outdated rules. You still have people today still telling people to follow the quote unquote traditional path. Let me tell you something, guys. If you plan on following a traditional path, you might as well go ahead and dig yourself a ditch right now. You ain't gonna make it, right? If you plan on following the traditional 9-to-5 path and you're not already 20 plus years into your career, getting ready to retire, listen, you might as well go ahead and dig yourself a ditch, because you ain't gonna make it. In 2026 and beyond, this is the time for the rule breakers, right? This is the time for the people who do not care about what the general population has to say about anything. This is the year that you should start following the unconventional path, because the conventional path is no bueno, right? It's over with, it's dead. And Trump is exposing just that. He's exposing it in every single move that he's making. Donald Trump, right? Like him or hate him or love him, I don't really care either way, but he is exposing how he can basically get away with anything as long as he's convinced the very people that has voted for him, right, that he's gonna make their life better and make everybody else's that they hate lives worse, right? Listen, it doesn't take much to convince the general population nowadays. It doesn't take much, right? throw them a bone and, they'll bury it for you. That's all it really takes nowadays. Because here's the thing, right? Over these decades, over these years, right? The media, the elites, social media has literally robbed people of their critical thinking skills. Not too many people are thinkers, right? And that's how I can conclude that the majority of people are not going to make it in the new world. The majority of people are going to have a hard time keeping up because a lot of people are going to continue to do the same old things that they've been doing the entire time. You have people who are still operating like it is 2001 and it's 2026. You still have people who are operating like it's 1996 when in fact it is 2026. You have people still operating like this. And those are the same people who are gonna get wiped clean. And I made this video to let you guys know that it's time to break the rules, right? I'm not telling you to get out here and break no laws because your ass is grass and you will go to jail, just to let you know, right? So I am not telling you to break any laws. However, it is time to break the rules because as you can see, Donald Trump is literally laying out the groundwork, right? He is literally laying out the foundation to let you know exactly how the system works, right? See, Donald Trump is not completely stupid. If you're paying attention and if you're clearly watching, see, if you're a real observer, and you can see clearly what's going on, you can see clearly now the flames on floor. I had to throw that in there. But you can see clearly that Donald Trump is not going to be able to save anybody, right? He is not going to be able to save his base. He is not going to be able to save the people that voted for him. He's not going to be able to save them. And quite frankly, he doesn't give a flying F to save you mofos anyway. However, what he is doing is exposing the system for what it is, corrupt. He wants everybody to see the system for what it is. And he also wants you to see how he's taking advantage of that very system, right? See, Americans think that the game is fair, right? They think that somehow that they're going to get ahead by playing fair. First and foremost, America wasn't even formulated off of playing fair. So let's go ahead and foremost, America wasn't with playing fair. It was never playing fair.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP Life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.
America built this whole dynasty off of not playing fair. So listen, guys, you're not going to get anywhere playing fair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the guys and gals who want to play innocent. I'm sorry to the people, who want to be good to good people. But let me tell you something, right? Either you're going to get stepped on or you're going to do the stepping, right? Either you're going to be dodging bullets or you're going to be doing the shooting, right? Either you're going to be hunting or you're going to be the hunted. And unfortunately, this is how the world has always been. And to some extent, that's exactly what we're going back into. Even in a technological age, all the barriers are being removed, right? If you haven't heard this anywhere else, you're hearing it now. You're hearing it from me now, the After Pill, from TAP. you're hearing it from me. All guardrails are being removed, and they are purposefully being removed. And this is not just so that people can fail. Best believe this is for many people to fail and get cast aside. However, if you're paying attention and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're hunkering down, you're building up a cash position, right? You're paying attention to stocks, you're paying attention to crypto, you're paying attention to blockchain, right? You know a thing or two about tokenization, tokenized assets. You're paying attention to where the future is going. You will be in the best possible position, right? Including if you're changing countries and you're trying to leverage your position, you're trying to leverage your American passport, you're trying to leverage the USD that you get paid in. You're putting yourself into prime position, right? But most people are not doing that. Most people don't have anything in the stock market. Most people still don't understand crypto, let alone the world, right? Y'all do realize that there's many parts of the world that still doesn't have access to high-speed internet. Many parts of the world still doesn't have access to clean water. So when you think about it on that level, and you're separating yourself even in the first world context, you're separating yourself on a global stage, right? So one or two things are going to happen. Either you're going to take advantage of the guardrails being taken down, right? You put yourself in a prime position. You continue to maneuver. You continue to not go by the status quo. You continue to break the rules for yourself and make sure you get ahead. And what I mean by break the rules, I mean going against the status quo, right? The 9-to-5 conventional system, the public indoctrination camps, the universities, right? Going against that grain, right? That doesn't work anymore today. And they're showing you what the future is going to be like. They're already showing you that, hey, we plan on getting rid of most of these jobs. They're already showing you that, hey, you might want to start a business. They're already showing you that there's going to be a severe separation in classes. They're already showing you that, right? Many people are losing their homes. Many people are coming under foreclosures. And on top of that, people can't find jobs. But then on top of that, the jobs that people are finding don't pay them enough to survive. Listen, the writing is on the wall, right? You're not going to make it if you don't plan on breaking any rules. You have to break rules to survive, right? And that's what I plan on doing in the first place, right? I'm no longer going to stay in the United States of America. I'm going to leverage my position, right? It's getting harder and harder to leverage yourself in the United States of America. If you don't already have a significant cash position, and when I say significant, I am talking about $100,000, $150,000 plus. If you don't have a significant cash position right now, you need to be looking for ways to leverage yourself, right? You need $100,000 cash. I'm not talking about emergency fund. I'm not talking about vacation money. I'm talking about something that is just put aside. It can be put aside in Bitcoin. It can be put aside in your favorite crypto, whatever, right? But you need $100,000 to $150,000 plus in a cash position in 2026 today, right? If you don't think so, you need to look at the CPI reports. You need to do your estimates on food, goods, and services. You need to do your estimates on how much car repairs cost. You need to do your estimates on how much rent and mortgages are today. You need to do your research on how much the average profitable assets are. You need to do some research because clearly you're not in the know of what's going on. And that $100,000 plus will save you from most situations. It'll save you from an emergency hospital visit. It'll save you from, it should cover most major surgeries, right? Assuming that you have insurance, so you got $100,000 plus put up. I hope you have insurance. That'll save you from most emergency situations. That'll save you from most, definitely all car situations, right? Even just going and picking a new car if your car just so happened to break down. You should be able to get a new car, new used car for around Nowadays, $30,000, $25,000 to $30,000, 45, 50,000 miles on it. That should save you from most situations. That $10,000 rule, that is completely gone nowadays, right? You need more than just $10,000, okay, people? You need way more than just $10,000 stacked away. $10,000 is not going to take you that far, okay? It probably used to back in 2001, maybe 2005. Oh, I got $10,000 stacked. I mean, that's cool for, I don't know, just, a F off fund, I guess, right? A F off fund, you just got a little extra change or something. But a true emergency, right? A true emergency, not really, not in my opinion. I believe people should be building true cash positions, right? You need to do whatever you got to do, right? Stock trading. I mean, hell, if you got to gamble, play the lottery. I mean, at this point, all gloves are off, right? At this point, all gloves are off. Everybody needs to be doing what they need to do to get ahead, right? I know somebody had put in the comment section somewhere, they said armed robbery as a business blueprint. Hey man, I didn't say that, but listen, get it how you live, okay? Listen, I'm not vouching for criminality, but at this point, we're seeing a whole government being ran by criminals. I mean, it's getting kind of hard to hold criminals accountable when we have the worst criminals of them all running the world and running the government. And that's why I set aside morality and all of that, because it's like, bro, listen, I'm not turning the other cheek when somebody swing at me. In fact, if somebody swing at me, you're probably gonna get two to the chest, to be honest with you. I'm not playing fair, right? People say, oh, people don't fight no more. You damn right people don't fight no more. I don't trust what you about to do, right? You swing on me, oh, that's bodily harm. I'm in fear for my life. You about to get two to the chest, right? And that'll end that real quick. I don't give a damn about none of that. I'm not playing fair, and neither should you, right? You shouldn't play fair with your money. You shouldn't play fair with your life. You shouldn't play fair with any of this stuff because, man, somebody will be quick to bust your head open, right? And not even just in the physical, right? People will be quick to bust your head open financially, right? People will be quick to use you. The corporations are quick to fire you and replace you. This is not a fair game, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is a dog-eat-dog world. And if you're thinking that you're about to be a little chihuahua out here licking people, you think you about to be out here licking people and they just gonna pet you, they gonna kick your stupid ass, okay? I'd rather be a Rottweiler out here. I'd rather be a pit bull out here, right? Fuck all of that. I'm a wild animal, right? I'd rather be a wolf and a lion out here because I know exactly what's gonna get me ahead. And y'all gotta move viciously out here, right? Because the world is not gonna spare you. People are not gonna spare you. The government is not gonna spare you. So if you didn't take anything else from this video, you should take that you should move viciously with authority and like a predator. Because if not, the government gonna prey on you. If not, your job is gonna prey on you. Those corporations, they prey on people, right? You can tell who who gets treated like trash, and certain people get treated like trash because, listen, man, they can smell the desperation on them. I see a lot of people, they do whatever it takes to keep their job. Man, listen, I've been done with that. One or two things gonna happen, right? You're gonna either fire me or I'm gonna quit, either way, right? I grew into a man that it's just like F all of this. And it's primarily because I've been building things on the side as well. I've been building things on the side. I've been moving with viciousness and aggression, paving my way out, building side incomes. So with me, because I have that now, it's just like, bro, I could care less about if I get fired. Sure, whoop-de-doo, oh, I got fired, not getting that money anymore. But, now I can work, on my other businesses. And you know what? That's what matters in the first place. But anyway, listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. In purpose, in freedom, and in power. If you want more of this mindset, if you want more of these type of videos, one, make sure you hit that like button, but two, hit that link in the description. Come over to the Patreon. These are the exact things that I talk about on the Patreon. I have over 100 videos talking about mindset. And if you want to learn something about AI and automation, I have those videos too. If you also want to learn the steps that I took to position myself to move to where I'm going right now, if you don't know, come over to the Patreon. I've revealed exactly where I'm leaving to, where I'm uprooting myself and my family, and we're leaving America so we can leverage ourselves and put ourselves in the best possible position, right? Come over to the Patreon. And if you want to take it a step further, come over to the Inner Circle, right? This is a group of high intensity men. This is a group of high intensity men. We have guys doing all kinds of things over there, building applications. We have YouTubers over there building out their YouTube channels. Just come over and take a look, right? Come join the circle. We will be having our first meetup, our first networking event in Cartagena, Colombia at the end of the year, right? This is only for serious men, right? Yes, we will have a ball, we will have a party, but we will have some structure, and this will be for networking as well. So come over to the Patreon, hit that link in the description, and I'll see you guys over there. Peace.
I built a life, I built a family, I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the Escape Blueprint, PFP Life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.